All right, good afternoon, CFM. It's Coach Matt with our Thursday workout. We've got some strength and some accessory and some play type exercises for today. The format will be a little bit more open, not as much on the clock, and more about body position and feeling the tempo of different exercises. So I ask that you pay attention as I demonstrate and try to make them look the way that I do them when you perform them yourself, and think about the intent of the exercise rather than how fast you get the whole set done. So it's a quality focus for today, and that's important for improving body position, improving your performance on the different lifts, and also just recovering from the last couple of days, which were relatively higher on the intensity scale, right? So we're gonna go on the warm up, 2 rounds through, 20 calories on the first round, 15 calories on the second round. Grab a band after that and do some band pass-throughs. So just all the way to the small of your back, stretching those shoulders out, trying to keep your elbows straight as you shrug up through that overhead position, right? And then let one of the ends of the band go around the back of your neck, stand on top of the other one, and we're doing band good mornings now. So it's just a hip hinge and stretching the hamstrings out while maintaining good posture. After that, we're gonna do some practice on the medicine ball throws. So you have a light medicine ball for these, so like 6-8 pounds. You can use the yellow ones for this. Just be aware that they bounce a little bit more than the dead blow black TRX balls do. And don't use the green and black ones because they bounce too much and we can jam fingers or hit you in the back of the head with it, right, when we're doing the reverse throws, right? I'll demo this when we get into the workout. Next one is prone angels. So this is a little rotator cuff and shoulder posture exercise, but reaching straight overhead and then down and behind your back. Reaching overhead, down and behind your back. And if you want to make this more challenging, you can grab a plate, like a 1/2 pound, 1 pound, 2.5 pound weight plate, and hold it in your hands while you do that. That dramatically increases the difficulty of it, so just test it out before you commit to it. And then the last one is some practice cat jumps and set up for that. So you'll have either a bench or a box or something not crazy high to jump off of, and I'll demo that again when we get into the workout, all right? All right, so here's the workout. Strict pull-up, some hip work, and some throwing. So we're gonna go 4 rounds through with a quality focus on this. The main strength movement for today is 5 reps of strict pull-up. So if you can do a kettlebell in your feet or a weight belt with a chain and plates or kettlebells hanging from your waist, do that for a set of 5. If you can do 5 strict pull-ups, that's great. If you can do banded pull-ups, whichever version of that is appropriate for you, but it should be a very challenging set of 5, right? And as long as arms are straight at the bottom and chin is over at the top, and we're challenging the resistance there for a set of 5, you're good, right? Next, we're gonna go into our side lying hip circuit. So this is 5 different exercises, 8 reps of each exercise for a total of 40 reps before you get up off the ground from this side lying position. So my bottom arm is kind of out for support. My top arm should be on my hips and my body should be perpendicular to the ground. My top leg is raised and pulled backwards behind my bottom leg, and I would like for my toe to be pointed down slightly the whole time. So never let your toe be higher than your heel. That dramatically changes the muscles that this hits, right? So try to keep the toe down a little bit. We'll start with a basic leg raise with the leg straight. Then we're doing circles forward. Then we're doing circles backwards. Then we're doing big leg swings. And then we're doing bicycle pedals. So those 5 exercises: raise, forward circle, backward circle, swing, bicycle, right? 8 reps on each, and get that on both sides of your body. Next, we're doing an 80-foot monster walk. So down and back with the mini bands, and place the mini band around your knees, just below your kneecap, right? So it should be on the patella tendon, and we're gonna do alternating lateral, so side to side, and then forward reverse, right? And both of those, whenever we do those movements, try to think about keeping your feet wider than shoulder width, or pushing your knees out against the tension in the band and keeping your feet parallel, right? That's the main things for that. After the monster walk, we're gonna start into our medicine ball throws. So I have 2 variations of the medicine ball throws, but on all of them, we're trying to accelerate this light object as fast as we can, right? So I wanna hear the snap of the ball against the wall. It's not just placing the ball against the wall, it is really trying to accelerate it, explode with that hip dominant movement and snap the ball to the wall. Right? So the first one is going to be over the shoulder, right? So I'm going to start in my athletic stance with the ball at my pocket on one side. So both hands on the ball with the ball at my pocket. I'm going to push up and throw it over my shoulder. Whichever shoulder I'm throwing it over, I'm also driving that knee up into the air to create that rotational force with my hips and with my core, right? So we're gonna try to get 5 reps on each side, and I want to step about 1 step away from the wall so that I don't hit it with my elbows, right? And then if I do it right, the ball should land right behind me, right? So pocket, drive, and catch it, right? Pocket, drive, and catch it, and then go to the other one. Pocket, drive, and catch it, right? Next one is going to be perpendicular to the wall. So now my body is facing 90 degrees away from the wall. Again, starting in that athletic stance, and I'm gonna slide the outside foot forward, right, until I'm in a slight stagger. Start on that outside pocket, pivot, snap to the wall and catch it, reset. Pivot, snap to the wall and catch it, and reset. I like for the height of the ball to stay below my rib cage the whole time. So I should never be picking it up and throwing it with my arms. I should be keeping it low and pitching it with my hips. All right, so this is all hip dominant movement and rotational power from the core, right? Those are my medicine ball throws. It's 5 diagonal throws over the shoulder and then 8 lateral throws from the hip, right, as you're facing away from the wall. Next one is going to be some heavy farmer's carry. Whatever heavy is to you, it could be 70s, could be 80s, could be 35s, but have this in the middle. We're just going down and back 2 times, maintaining good posture. So chin tucked, eyes like nice level gaze, and pulling my shoulder blades back. I don't want to be looking at the ground or having my neck forward or my shoulders forward. I want to be trying to maintain that good posture position the whole time. All right, and my last one is some depth drops or cat jumps. And all we're doing is practicing falling or jumping off of an object elevated above the ground and landing in a good athletic stance. So we're doing 5 reps per round, but I want you to alternate the landings and alternate the jumps, right? So I can step off with my left foot, land, stabilize, hold there for a second, stand tall, and then get back on top of my object. Step off with my right foot, land, stabilize, make sure that I'm in a good athletic stance when I land, stand tall, and then change positions, right? Later rounds, you can practice off, rotate 90 degrees. You can rotate 180 degrees. You can rotate 360 degrees. You could practice jump off and land with 1 foot, or try to balance, right? Any of those are good variations to do with the cat jump. And it is really just decelerating your body from an elevated object. That's all we're doing. But make sure that you're not bouncing out of the landing. I want you to land, absorb the force, and then freeze and make yourself sit there for 1 or 2 heartbeats before you stand up and get back on that object. Okay, so 5 reps of the cat jump and land. That's it for today. Have fun with it, and I'll see you guys on Friday.